Thanks for joining us at 10 o'clock. I'm Tiffany Wilson. Another train derailment in Ohio, this time in Springfield, as officials urge there is no risk to the public. Take a look at new video that's coming in tonight. It shows the moments a Norfolk Southern train derailed in Clark County yesterday. Nearly 30 cars went off the tracks. Now, it's the second Norfolk Southern crash in Ohio in just over a month, and it took place around 200 miles away from February's derailment in East Palestine. Authorities say the Norfolk Southern train was on its way to Birmingham, Alabama from Bellevue, Ohio, when it derailed in Springfield. Multiple agencies are on site tonight, assuring the public that they are taking care of the situation. WLWT News 5's Danielle Dindak spent the day in Clark County. She joins us with the very latest.
Multiple state agencies, along with Norfolk Southern, holding a press conference today updating the community about the derailment. Officials are stressing there's no danger to the public's safety. We
did have a derailment involving 28 cars of the 212 that were on the train. None of those derailed cars were carrying hazardous material.
Cell phone video shows the dramatic moments a Norfolk Southern train goes off the tracks near Springfield Saturday afternoon. It's the company's second derailment in Ohio in just a matter of weeks.
Safety is our #1 priority. With this derailment, just like every other derailment, we do a full investigation.
There was no release of any chemical or any hazardous material to the soil, to the air, to the water. We were, of course, tracking that closely.
Ohio EPA is now monitoring the cleanup. Agency Director Ann Vogel says one of the cars crashed, spilled plastic pellets into the soil.
There is one PVC pellet car that has affected the soil. We will be on site, ensuring that as cars are removed by Norfolk Southern, that the soil is not impacted under the ground.
The crash downed power lines, causing an electrical hazard for first responders and slowing the cleanup. It left more than 1,500 people who live nearby in the dark, and those within 1,000 feet forced to shelter in place.
Technicians will continue to be on site to ensure that there isn't any contamination that has been missed. There have been multiple sweeps by multiple teams of technicians, hazmat and Ohio EPA, to ensure that there aren't any chemicals present in the soil, air, or water that would harm the public here in Clark County.
With 2 derailments in just over a month, the cleanup continues as the community searches for answers.
I was super angry. I was mad, I was confused, and I wanted to know what happened and why.
What caused the train derailment is still under investigation, and sometime tomorrow we were hoping for another update from officials, and of course we'll continue to bring you any new information. In Springfield, Ohio, Danielle Dindak, WLWT News 5.
This is now the 4th Norfolk Southern train derailment in Ohio in just the past 4 months. In October, about 20 cars from a 101-car train derailed on an overpass in Sandusky near Cleveland. That train was carrying a wax chemical which hardened on the roadway and in sewers. Then in November, about 15 cars on a train derailed near Steubenville, spilling garbage in the area. And just last month, that train carrying toxic chemicals derailed in East Palestine, prompting multiple evacuations. Cleanup still continues there, and residents are still nervous about the air and water quality.